everyone, and welcome to Nesting Story. Today I'm going to share my fall DIY with you. I scoured Pinterest for some ideas of what I could do this year. I knew I wanted to add to my decor, and I had a bit of an idea in mind of something kind of rustic and timeless, and I found this really cute craft with pumpkins and yarn, and so I thought I'd give it a try. I ended up changing it up a little bit from the Pinterest craft I found because it had me weaving the yarn through it, and instead I used hot glue, which I will walk you through. I'm really happy with the outcome. Oh, by the way, this is not like a staged coffee. I didn't just grab an empty mug. I think I've done that before in videos like years ago. This is actually my third coffee today. So I began with some yarn, some styrofoam balls varying in sizes, and a knife. So I cut the ends off of each side to lay it flat, give it more of a pumpkin shape. These styrofoam balls I found at the dollar store. Then what I did was cut a little hole out of each. This is to tuck the yarn into and give them a spot to glue down into to give it that pumpkin shape. So I did that on both sides, and then I'm measuring how long I should cut my yarn because it needs to be able to tuck in. And then I cut a whole bunch of pieces. And then you just take a glue gun and you glue a piece down, tucking it in. And continue like that around the ball, kind of pushing each piece into both ends. So at the end, you want to look at both ends and see which one looks nicer and which one you want to hide a bit with the end. So I found these corks at the dollar store as well. You just add a very generous amount of hot glue and push it down and hold it there. There you go. You got your rustic cozy pumpkin. So I had a ton of extra yarn, so I decided to do another DIY with it. I made a fall garland. I wanted to do something kind of boho, bohemian. So I found this cute macrame design and I'm really in love with it. So I started with 4 types of yarn. Then I picked the yarn I wanted to string all the other pieces across with. Then I began cutting. Now I chose to do mine around 10 to 12 inches long. I would actually recommend to go a bit longer than that, maybe about 14 inches. So I just cut about 6 pieces per color. And then you simply just tie a double knot with each piece on the main string. And I space them out about an inch or 2. You can slide them across after. Once that's done, you're going to take the ones beside each other and do a knot lower. So you're going to do a double knot and you leave the end pieces out, and then once you do the 3rd row, you can add in the end pieces, and you just continue that along, kind of adjusting, making sure the knots are sitting beside each other at the same height. So for the 3rd row, you grab the end pieces and start with that. And again, do the double knots. And just continue like that throughout the whole thing. And then at the end, I trimmed them all to make sure they were the same length. Hold the whole room together with some extra fall decor. I don't like to go too crazy. I like to keep it a bit minimalist, but I'm really happy. It feels cozy in here, it feels comfortable, and I'm really embracing fall more than I have in the past. So many people love fall, and I've found myself falling in love with fall more this year. I think because the temperatures where we live are cooler right now, and it feels like fall. A lot of times in September, where I live in Ontario, it can be hot and it just feels weird, but it really actually feels like fall lately. So let me know, have you done any DIYs for the fall? Do you think you're gonna try this one? Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.